Hey!
What's up?
It's season 2 of the Delayed Understanding podcast with yours truly, Miss Shay. And then today we have a guest. Introduce yourself.
Terrell, aka Paceman.
All right. We got the Paceman in the building. We about to talk about some Wakanda Forever. Spoiler alert, if you ain't seen the movie, I highly suggest you don't listen to this here podcast, because otherwise you're going to be a little upset.
Very upset.
So, come back, and after you watch the movie, then maybe you can listen to this podcast. Yeah? Yeah? All right. Let's get into it. And we're back.
Yes, we are.
With a smile on our face. Like this here Happy Meal box that you can get at McDonald's right now. And get a Wakanda toy in your box.
Definitely.
So, yeah. Alright. So, right off, I know I'm probably like starting my season 2 after some of the biggest news to have happened in the music industry. Rest in peace to, Take Off, 1/3 of the Migos.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just kind of sad and tragic how he died. One of the most unproblematic people, in that group. And, he was 28.
Gone too soon.
That's a lot. That's a lot. And then also the voiceover actor for Batman.
Kevin Conroy.
Yep. Rest in peace to Kevin Conroy, and condolences to both of those families and to everyone else who has, lost someone recently. And, just keep everybody in your prayers. It's good to, to pray for everybody. And moving right along, we're just gonna skip all the pleasantries there are there to offer here. And we're going to dive into Wakanda.
Dive right in it.
Dive in. Oh, no. Okay. When did you see the movie?
I saw the movie not the night it came out, but that next day. What was that? Thursday? No, Friday.
It came out technically Thursday, because, they have early showings and whatnot. But I think it was projected to come out on the 11th.
Right.
So you saw it on the 12th.
Right.
Okay, so you saw it on the 12th. What was the crowd looking like going into the movie theater?
Well, going in, it was like a school field trip. I thought it was, I done lost my prop.
Oh, you done dropped T'Challa. How dare you?
Actually, this is Shuri, to be grammatically correct. Thank you very much. You're excused. You are excused. But as far as the crowd, ironically, it wasn't as crowded. I typically like going to the movies earlier in the day.
Best time to go.
Definitely.
And cheapest.
That too. And, you avoid the crowd, especially on a weekday. Avoid the crowd, no children, kids, besides the school field trip. But, no shenanigans. No shenanigans. So, definitely the crowd was good. Got there just in the nick of time. Like just as it was starting up, I got my seat.
So you missed the preview?
And yes. And I was very kind of upset about that.
Oh.
Because
why would you do that?
I mean, it wasn't me, It
wasn't you?
I actually got there, I want to say 30 minutes earlier than the start time.
And
got my tickets. And it was the school field trip. It was at least 50 kids. And they were ordering stuff and canceling and ordering again. And it was pandemonium. That's what it was. And I was like, you know what? I might just skip out on this popcorn and icy. but I can't do that because I didn't have breakfast, so that was my.
Oh, that was your first mistake.
Not
having breakfast, the
woke up
most
late.
important meal of the day.
I woke up late. Movie was at 10:30, so I'm like, I gotta keep pushing.
Wait, so it was like 50 plus kids at the movie theater at 10:30 in the morning?
I mean, it's a weekday, school field trip, but they weren't going to see Black Panther. They were going. I can't remember what they were going to see, but it was something else on the other side of the theater. So I was happy.
Early.
It's a school field trip. They're at school at 7:30 in the morning.
I guess, but yeah. So first opening scene. How were you feeling in that moment?
In that moment, amazed. Like no one. The opening scene, the tribute to Chadwick, T'Challa, Black Panther. No one could have done it better. That was it was beautifully done. The visuals, the music, like everything was.
Oh, the music was nice.
Yes, it was.
And very diverse.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, that was perfect. Like nothing taken from it. It was amazing.
Okay, but how
tearjerker.
Oh, okay.
And I like the way that they incorporated because Chadwick had cancer. The way they made it seem in the movie was that he fell to some unknown illness, something like that. So it kind of showed that. And Sherry tried to save him. The emotion with that.
Heavy.
Okay. Yeah.
Talk about heavy.
Yeah. And then when Angela Bassett character came out, I knew. I was like, oh man, she about to tell her. It was a heartbreaker, tearjerker.
Listen, it was kind of like similar, opening to what was that, Endgame, when you didn't really see anything at first, and then they slowly just kind of led up to boom, this is where we at, this is what's happening.
True.
Kind of ordeal. That's what I took from that, and just sitting there, I'm just like, man, this is heavy. I teared up throughout the movie. I didn't full on, cry, but
no balls of tears.
Definitely was right there.
Right there. It was knocking on the door.
Knocking on the door.
It was turning the knob. Yeah.
It is so sad, but the movie overall was really good, and I'm just I want to watch this again immediately. That's how I feel. I want to watch this again, right now. Can I watch this right now?
So going into it, what was your thought process? What were you expecting?
Well, I left my expectations, at the door, and kind of just wanted to just go into it how I went into watching, Black Panther when I first saw it the first time. And just all right, let me just be amazed by, what I'm going to see, what I'm going to hear, and this movie did not disappoint. For me, I can't talk about you, but
of course.
For me, I was just blown away. And then, when Chadwick Boseman passed away was around the 1 year anniversary. My grandmother had passed away. So I think that's why for me, I have more of a emotional attachment, to the franchise. And it's dang, because Chadwick Boseman is literally one of my favorite actors, because the way he shows up and becomes one with the the person that he's playing.
He takes charge.
Man, it's dude, you're fantastic. You're a fantastic artist. You are an artist.
Definitely.
You know, and this movie was definitely just emotional. It was just an emotional roller coaster.
I can agree. You know, I think that's one thing.
Yeah.
I guess the only thing tonight we're gonna agree on, but it was really emotional. Very. You know, and not really taken away from Chadwick because
you better not, because you'll get shanked.
No, that's not gonna happen. He's my top 5. You know, he's up there. You know, the movies that he's made, spectacular. You know, I don't think I've anything that he's done. I don't think there's ever been a bad one, in my opinion.
And the crazy part is, the whole time, you know, when he was doing it, he was with the cancer.
Yeah, he was fighting that battle.
And it's like, man, that hits like a whole nother, you know, emotional trigger point, I feel like, for everybody. Because it's like, man, you are really like a superhero out here for real, because you were literally, you know, sick, but you didn't show it, or you know, you didn't let anyone know.
True. And
you just powered through.
He definitely powered through
the adversity of it all. So, you know, even until his last breath, it's like, man, this man was a true gem.
Yes.
And this movie definitely honored his legacy and the character, for sure.
Definitely.
So
I guess we can go ahead and dive into it. Apologies. Obviously, this is my opinion. Nothing here
Everyone is entitled to their own opinion.
Of course.
We just be respectful about it, because you know, you don't want to get the hands put on you.
I mean, no one has ever won putting the hands towards me, so I'll just leave it at that.
Today will be the day.
I'll leave it at that. So, it was a good movie. You know, I'm not gonna sit back and say that it wasn't a good movie. But to me, and I critique a lot of movies, you know, especially, you know, the movies that came out this year thus far, especially Marvel, DC. But it was a good movie. The negatives that I have about it, for one, I understand the emotional value of it. But to me, it was too much emotion. Like, it took away from some of the aspects of the development of the movie. Like, okay, Shuri...
I'm about to say, explain yourself, please.
I'm going, and I got a lot of points, you know. So, Shuri lost her brother, you know. So, that was the first emotional speed bump that she, you know, not really had to get over, but tried to live with. On top of that, trying to figure out this Namor situation, the vibranium situation, and now the Americans, the French, basically, you know, everybody else is trying to, you know, break in and do these things. So it's like, it's a lot, and that's understandable. My takeaway from it is, the first Black Panther, Shuri was that supporting actress, excuse me. You know, she wasn't really in the main limelight like that, because they were more so focused on T'Challa. So now, here enter Shuri, now a main character, and it was a little bit, or a few people were kind of overacting, but it was a little bit overacting as far as...
Yes. Oh, see, now you wildin'.
Yes. Like, make it believable. You know, you have Shuri, who weighs, you know, and nothing against, you know... nothing against Miss Wright.
We don't do body shaming on this here.
Okay.
So choose your words wisely.
I'm trying.
Try harder.
Okay, so I'll leave that comment. You know, let's put that under the rug. Okay, all right. So that's Shuri. So let's move on to, because I could talk all day about Shuri.
I'm about to say, listen, you got to understand, not to, you know,
go ahead.
Interrupt your ranting here.
Go ahead.
Like, you gotta understand that with this movie, it wasn't supposed to go this way.
Understandable.
And they had to rewrite the whole script, you know. So the original script for the second movie was supposed to be where, you know, T'Challa, you know, was coming to terms with, you know, being gone for 5 years after that big bloop.
The blip.
Or blip, boot, boot out, shoot out, do.
As what they called it in Spider-Man, the blip.
The blip, the big blip. You know, and it was supposed to be about, you know, all the time that he lost, because while he was gone, everybody else aged like 5 years.
True.
You know?
And then stuff still had to move on. Yeah,
you know, things happen, and with him, you know, passing and being sick and stuff, they had to rewrite it. And they went in this direction. So, of course, you know, the actors are going to do their job. But mind you, these people are real people. They literally lost a castmate, a family member, if you will. So those emotions that they're displaying are real. Okay? Like, they had to pull from that place in order to give the performance that they gave. You know? So, and like throughout the movie, you can see that with the conversations that they're having. That's why it's important to watch these movies and pay attention. I unfortunately didn't have like the best experience watching this movie because somebody decided to bring their kids and they was getting up constantly and singing and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So
see what I'm saying?
Some of that stuff I was not privy to actually pay attention to because I was too busy getting smacked around by a child. Mm-hmm. And the parent barely doing anything. So, yeah. But
the unfortunate.
So I feel like Oscar nomination, Oscar worthy, and yeah, we just gonna leave it right there. And then go ahead.
Responding to, you know, it, and I'm glad that we're having this conversation, doing this podcast, because it brings a different perspective to the thought process.
Sometimes,
you know,
that process is delayed. And you gotta bring it back.
Delayed might be
delayed.
You know.
Hey, it's the Delayed Understanding podcast. So give it the program.
So
give it or get lost.
You know, that explanation, yes, you know, they lost Chadwick. This direction. We all did. Okay, yes, we all did, but right now we're focusing on, let's focus on the cast. Okay.
Let's focus on the cast.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's a good point. They had to act through that. You know, they showed that emotion. Like I said, that's a good point. You know, I'm not saying that emotion was a problem.
Are you just emotionally unavailable?
No. I'm not saying that the emotion was a problem. My thing was, okay, you lost your golden goose. You know, not really trying to throw shade or try to call, you know, anybody names, but you lost your golden goose. You know, Chadwick, he was that role. You know,
he embodied the hell out of
exactly. So that happened. So you had to compensate. So you have a deadline for a movie. So you had to switch it up, rewrite everything, put cast members other places, and et cetera, et cetera. And to me, it's like it's a rushed situation, you know? Because you have to, okay, so you have 10 months to make a movie. You start out the first 2 months with Chadwick. Let's just, hypothetically speaking, this is not facts by any means necessary. So the first 2 months, Chadwick, his demise. So now you have to compensate. So you have the next 8 to rewrite everything, compared to it being the 10 months you had to make everything good. You now have 8 months. So now you're focusing on a shorter time to get things done.
So pretty much what you're saying, or what I'm getting from what you're saying, is that you feel like it was a rushed job, so to speak?
A little bit. I mean,
I can tell a rushed job, you know, from a movie versus one that they, you know, took their time with. And I don't feel that this movie was rushed.
We all have our entitled to our opinions, don't we? You have your opinion. But yeah, I mean,
All right, no, don't be smacked.
I mean, you gonna smack me on the podcast?
Yeah. We're coming over here being disrespectful.
This
Wakanda Forever in this joint. You feel me?
A peaceful
No.
discussion.
No.
And speaking,
Just like, so pretty much, you Neymar, and I'm sure. Talking about let's burn the world together.
Speaking of
He
Mr.
fine.
Neymar, I'm not about to say I agree to that, but
I like them. I like them pointy ears and the wings on the ankles.
I like the way that they implemented Mayan culture.
Man, that was
movie.
nice.
Like I said, it was a good movie. Like I'm not, you know, I have my ups and downs. It's pros and cons, but you know, the good about it, like I love that. You know, the Mayan culture. I like how they implemented that into that. You know, and not just have, you know, one, you know, character and say, oh, he's Mayan and everybody else is just, you know, white or whatever. But it was nice. That was a great,
I think,
you know, addition.
What messed me up, you know, outside of that, well, that didn't mess me up, but the one, if you haven't been watching Disney Plus and their shows, some of these people are gonna make surprise cameos or pop up in these movies. So if you haven't seen The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, like,
that was a good one. That was a good
that I'm just like, whoa, what is she doing here? Why is she here? Because anytime you see this woman, it just spells trouble. And then the fact that I don't remember her name. She's I think an agent.
You talking about I like talking
old girl from Seinfeld.
Yeah, I can't.
Elaine. I'm just gonna call her Elaine.
I cannot think of her name.
But her and Coulson were like married. I'm just like, wait, what?
Not Coulson. You talking about?
I mean, not Coulson. Shuri's favorite colonizer.
Every name is on the tip of my tongue, but I cannot say it. Ross.
Yes, Agent Ross.
Yeah.
Like it's like, wait, huh?
Yeah, them guest cameos, you know.
Oh, but she was low-key irritating my soul. It's like, girl, if you don't get on somewhere.
She had her own agenda.
Okay, because, you know, she's trying to put together a little squad, I think. That's all in what, phase 5?
I think so.
That's about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was pretty interesting. But we're gonna pause for the cause real quick, and we'll be back shortly. Toodles.
Toodles.
And we're back. All right, so when we left you last before, you know, that little brief commercial break, we were just getting into talking about the antagonists of the movie Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Neymar, Panther, leader of the telecom people.
You had to point out he was fine.
Fine as heck. Okay, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember the actual actor's name. But any interview I see him, they're like, him and Lupita are like constantly dancing, doing, you know, Latin style dancing, and it's so cute. And then like, he is so enthusiastic. I've never seen such a happy person. Like, he is so enthusiastic. It's like, I'm just happy to be here.
That's a good
type
thing.
deal. And it's like, look at you. All right, sir, I see you.
Yeah.
For most of the movie, you had on literally little to nothing.
He had
just
on
some
trunks.
shorts and jewelry. That's it.
I'm not gonna say he had on little to nothing. Like,
just shorts.
Walk around in a Speedo or something.
Maybe a headdress. And maybe a cape. Other than that, just shorts. Yes.
But as far as the villain, I think as the number 2 villain, or I guess in the second movie, he did a good job. You know, it was a great backstory.
Oh yeah, it was a nice backstory. Like, even though it was, you know, a quick little montage, I feel like that was very necessary to kind of like, you know, keep with the pace of the film and whatnot. So that was pretty nice.
He was ruthless.
Even as a kid, it's like, I mean, you kind of have to do what you got to do because, you know, your mom was gone and
true,
you had to take care of these people.
You know, coming up out the ocean and seeing, you know, your people in chains and being whipped. Like, you know, hey, they might not have been able to do nothing, but you could. So he did.
He wasn't with that mess.
He wasn't.
So he like, I'm gonna take my people away from this nonsense and we're gonna do our own thing over her.
Yeah.
And leave it at that. Now, I think, like I said, I gotta watch this movie again in a much better setting and environment so I can like be able to listen, like really listen to these because they did say like you gotta listen to the conversations, you know, that they're having because, you know, that played a part into, you know, the tear jerking moments and you know, making you think and realize some stuff. And it was something that Neymar said to his second hand. I don't know old girl name. I'm sorry, but
Namora.
Was it Namora?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Namora. I thought you didn't know how to say the name.
I mean, you kind of figure Neymar, Namora. I mean, you know.
Okay. Well, Namora.
You know what I'm talking about.
Do I?
Yes.
Begs the difference. But anyway, yeah, he said something. I can't even remember what it was. It was like at the end when he pretty much was saying like how she was saying like why did you surrender, you know, to the Wakandans?
Oh yeah. He was telling her that, you know, Wakanda needed an ally. And then when, you know, ish hits the fan, they're gonna need help.
Right.
We're gonna be that help. And
so that's pretty much what he was telling her.
Yeah. But he had his ultimate goal in mind, of course. Like when that time comes,
to defeat the Wakandans.
Everybody.
So he's just like, all right, we're gonna play nice for now. But when that opportunity presents itself, best believe
he gonna take it.
Best believe the world is going to burn.
I was kind of shocked. They had
like,
some.
Well, damn, all right, double-edged sword.
I mean, it gotta be
like
a villain.
He pretty much like this. He was like you know. But I got my hand behind my back. Fingers crossed. Like,
What would you expect from a villain? You think I'm gonna just surrender and then that'll be the end of it?
Sure, I thought him and Shuri might be.
Yeah, I was about to say something about that too.
Romantically involved, but because he gave her, you know, that friendship bracelet. So
it's a friendship. That was his mom's bracelet.
But it's considered a friendship bracelet because he gave it to her. He might as well have proposed to her, but of course, I don't think Shuri is not going to like this man like that, just for the simple fact that he the reason why
the Queen Mother
is gone. And but, I was kind of surprised at that. I'm just like, wait, hold up. I know y'all ain't about to kill her.
That's one of my negatives.
I'm just
like I was mad. Like, everybody gotta die? Like, why?
I'm like, no.
You start the movie off, you know what I'm saying, with that whole scene, and then halfway through the movie, you kill off. Like, why? Everybody gotta die?
Yeah. All right, we're gonna take another quick break, and we'll be back right after this. All right. Gonna have a quick, you know, little intermission. Mind you, I am a mother. No drama. No, I'm just like... You know, duty calls. So, you know, duty calls, gotta pause. Hey. All right, but back at it. We were last talking about the death of the queen. And no, we're not talking about Queen Elizabeth. No. We talking about Queen of Wakanda.
The Queen Mother.
The Queen Mother.
That made me mad. I was mad. Legit.
That caught me off guard because I'm like, wait, whoa. Injured or having sustaining injuries is one thing.
Mm-hmm.
But to just die?
She drowned.
No, I'm sorry, to be killed.
Yeah.
I'm like, Neymar. Sir.
Ruthless.
He said, I don't give a F.
He said,
UCK.
So you gonna try to play me? Get your daughter out of my land? Okay.
I'm like, all right. I would have been cool with y'all, but nah. Y'all had to, go and be all sneaky and stuff. Yeah,
but
that was
not really saying like, this whole, blood for blood, type situation. Like I'm trying to dive into the 100 with this blood for blood stuff. But,
he said an eye for an eye.
I get that.
Clear as day.
True. But to be honest, Nakia did go there and kill 2 people.
She didn't have to. She probably could have just stunned them or something, but
she killed 2 people?
And Shuri was trying to save one of them.
Yeah.
And I would have thought the one that was, still clinging on to life would have told Neymar, like, hey.
Shuri was trying to help.
She was trying to help.
Nah.
But she's just like, I'm just going to focus on dying.
Yeah.
And then let's not forget about, Ironheart. She's something different. And I think they're supposed to be making a TV series with her, and Tony Stark is supposed to be like her AI. I don't know. That's just what I heard. I don't know how true that is, but I guess we'll find out when Disney Plus or Disney Marvel puts out that announcement. Because all this stuff is going to tie in together.
Yeah, definitely. I might not watch it, though.
And I'm starting to think maybe... Oh, wait, no. The Wakanda Forever is pretty much on the end of phase 4. So, phase 5, I feel like it's probably going to be more so about people getting revenge, maybe.
I know they're going to introduce Kang.
Ooh, boy, oh boy.
With, Ant-Man. I mean, Kang already introduced him a little bit.
Die.
Don't tell me that.
And Quantumanium.
Seriously?
Yeah. I mean, he dies in the comics.
Spoiler alert.
Sorry.
They kind of already got, or we kind of already got a just of Kang with the Loki series.
And might I add, you have to literally sit there and pay attention.
Yes.
Because it's a lot of conversation happening.
Yes. I had to go back and watch it twice.
Like,
because I missed a lot.
I'm probably going to have to go back and rewatch it again before they drop season 2. And I'm just like, bro, this is a lot.
Yeah.
But coming back to the motherland, Wakanda Forever, that death was, I'm just like, all right, the funeral and stuff for the first one, it already had me in my feels, right? And then when they turn around and have to do it for her, I'm just like, bro, like, how much more loss is this girl gonna get? Like, she literally lost her whole family, her daddy, her brother, her mama.
Back to back. I mean, the 5-year gap after the blip,
like,
but,
oh
but still,
my gosh.
They had the funeral in the beginning of the movie.
That jump was sad. Like, I was literally sitting there trying not to cry when they, took his coffin up and took it away. I'm like, dude. And then seeing M'Baku looking like he on the verge of tears.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh my God. It's like, all right, where the tissues at? Because I'm going to need them in a minute.
Shout out to...
Like, I was literally like like doing this.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
oh my gosh. I'm just like, I heard people sniffling in the movie theater, and I'm just looking around. I'm like, dang, everybody was in here silent except for that little kid.
Leave the little kid alone.
Nah.
But
Like,
it hit home, for a lot of people.
oh yeah, for sure.
But side note, shout out to the character development for M'Baku.
Speak into the mind.
Shout out to the character development
Mm-hmm.
because that conversation between him and Shuri, he changed a lot. In the first
he
one,
softened up just a little bit.
A little bit.
Well, let me not say softened up. He more so
matured
and showed more empathy and compassion.
Yeah.
Towards Shuri, especially when the queen died.
Yeah, especially he was sitting there like, I made a promise to your brother that I would be your counsel and your protection. I'm like, oh, that right there.
Yeah,
I love that moment.
Stepping into, being a brother figure.
Yeah.
To Shuri. And it was just a lot. And then when Killmonger made us, I'm just like, hold up, because when she went to the ancestral plane and she walked around that chair looking like, damn, where my mama at?
And it was him.
I'm like, oh. I'm like, what did you do? What were you thinking about when you were coming to the ancestral plane?
This is where that emotion comes into play. Now, I'm not saying like that part, like after the Queen Mother had died, like I understood the emotion because you're trying to get over the loss of your brother. You're trying to figure out this heart-shaped herb, trying to figure out the Black Panther situation, and then you got this, Mayan fish man flying around, threatening the world. So it's a lot on your shoulders, and you're the princess, so you have to step up.
You gotta do something. Can't take them hits while laying down now.
Exactly. So with all of this going on, I can understand that emotion. I can at that point I can understand the emotion, and it's driving you. So when you go to the ancestral plane and you see Killmonger of all people, it makes sense because your heart is no longer as pure as it was
when all that trauma.
T'Challa was around. Especially you lost your mother, basically your whole family is gone. So it's like, hey, you was expecting to see somebody else? Nah, I know what you really want to do.
Okay, and that's pretty much what he was pretty much saying. Like, nah, like your brother was too noble, and like me, I pretty much got shit done. So it's either be like your brother or be like your cuz. But ultimately, she chose to choose compassion and empathy, and I like how they, came together, towards the end to a certain extent. Because, it's always a catch.
It's always
a doggone catch. All right. And then, but the kicker. The kicker was that mid-credit scene. Or no, it was just more so like towards the end, I felt like. When Shuri was sitting...
Oh, by the lake or the ocean?
By the ocean, burning her
funeral robes,
funeral garments. And Nakia comes out of nowhere with a child, and it's like, all right, what y'all doing here? Cause ain't no way.
Why? How? What do you mean ain't no way? There is a way.
I'm like, when did this happen? The boy gotta be what? Oh, it happened before the blip. The blip.
Cause you remember at the end of Black Panther, Nakia stayed. So the blip happened.
And then she dipped off to Haiti.
Well, whoa, no. After Endgame, we don't know how much time went by.
Right.
after that into the next Black Panther. So we don't know how much time went by.
No. Infinity War.
Endgame.
Oh, was it Endgame?
Endgame, he came back, right? It was 5 years. One scenario could be they had the baby right after Black Panther. He got blipped away. But
and she didn't know she was pregnant.
Maybe, but 5 years, I don't see that happening based off of the conversations that she had with Shuri.
Okay.
So I can see after Endgame, when everybody came back, Nakia, they had the baby. Because remember, Nakia was telling Shuri, he knew about his child. The Queen Mother knew about the child. And he knew about his father.
Right.
So
he was around his dad then, right?
Exactly. And then they wanted him to kind of stay in
the
Haiti.
Pressures of the throne, like they said in the movie.
So I can see it more being after Endgame, instead of after Infinity War, because 5 years, you kind of figure the child looked about what, 9 or something. I mean, I don't know. I'm not good with.
He made a quick visit when the Queen went to the school. And he was there. He was one of the kids.
Yeah.
He looked like he's in at least like kindergarten or first grade.
Maybe
first grade at
least
at the highest.
Yeah.
At the max.
Yeah. So that begs me to.
So that's like 6, 7.
Yeah. So that begs me to believe that from Endgame, when Tony Stark made his sacrifice, from then until now, that it was maybe 6, 7 years.
Because it was a year later.
The funeral, and then a year later.
It's a lot.
See, it's a lot to think about.
I'm just like, hold on. And then the fact that I don't remember his Haitian name that he said.
I can't remember that either.
But all I know is that the boy is a junior.
Yes.
He's a T'Challa. So if they wanted to, as he gets older, he could potentially, be the next Black Panther after Shuri.
The next king.
The next king of Wakanda, because he is the rightful heir to the throne.
Yes. And
he will have to challenge whoever is sitting on the throne at that appointed time, which may be M'Baku, because who's going to challenge him?
You never know. It could be some, worthy opponent.
But the council are going to be like, nah, but he going to have to, do the whole ritual and stuff for the throne. So he can't just I'm T'Challa's son, and I'm about to be, give me my chair.
True. That's true. But you still gotta battle for that.
Yeah.
For that right.
Yeah.
But they did set up a lot for the next movie. You
think it's gonna be another Black Panther movie?
I mean, they set up a lot. The Raw situation.
Because I don't think they ever really got back to the United States being against, Wakanda, or really just everybody. Yeah,
because after Ross got arrested, that lady, I can't remember her real name. I can't remember her name in the movie, but his ex-wife.
I have no idea.
She seemed to be out for blood. Like, for some reason, they think that Wakanda was, behind the attacks. So they're essentially gearing up for war. And that's another thing that kind of, not really like made me mad, but kind of like, oh, come on now, kind of moments. It's like, Ross is asking you, hey, give me something, I give you something. Like, if y'all, or in the movie, they didn't really respect Neymar that much to leave him be or to help him out. So why are you being afraid of him? This is Wakanda, Like, y'all don't want to sit there and say his name.
Clearly, their vibranium is like pure raw vibranium. So it's like having a name brand product and then your generic brand. They both do the same thing, but I feel like one is stronger
than the other. One stronger than the other. Okay.
That's just me. So, you can get this generic brand for a cheaper price. But this name brand though, you know.
I get it, but
it's
still,
like,
there's a but. Like, if I was,
do you think he could hear them or something?
No.
Because he like, all right, you tell them about me and tell them my name. That show behind.
I don't think he could hear. Well, if they in the water, I don't know. He heard the conversation with Shuri and her mother. He was in the water. Maybe he can. He got the ears for it.
So I'm just like,
maybe he can.
I don't know.
But still, you have
that.
a powerful nation. You know, be as it may, Neymar had.
Because
he had some heavy hitters.
Yeah, because they were able to infiltrate.
Wakanda.
I'm just like, all right, if they can just infiltrate Wakanda, it's like I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, y'all gonna have to step y'all game up or have like certain parts of the waterways going into Wakanda, dehydrated or something. Like how.
But that'll take away from the land, though. Get rid of the water.
Or I don't know. Cause I don't know, they scary.
Who knows?
They're powerful.
But like I said, it brings a lot to desire for the next one. This union between Shuri and Neymar, like I really
temporary union because he got his hand behind his back, like.
Plus he killed her mother.
Okay,
that too.
So it's like I can't be buddy with you, like.
But they had
just like.
They had me going, when he was telling her the story and showing her around and stuff like that.
Yeah, I thought that was cute and nice. It's
and
like,
then,
okay, I thought we were gonna be friends.
No, I thought they were gonna be like, hey,
lovers.
You marry me,
love,
and then we can combine our people.
That's who we are. Try so hard to hide.
But yeah, that was disappointing. I'm like, man, that would have been a nice little cute couple, even though he was older.
Don't matter.
They could have combined like House of Dragons. They could have combined their houses for a more
we ain't even gonna
stronger.
talk about House of Dragons. I haven't even watched that yet.
You should.
And I've heard podcast reviews about it, and I'm just like, all right, now I kind of gotta watch this now, just because everybody is making a big fuss about it. But then that means I gotta get the HBO Max subscription again. Ugh.
I'll give you my login.
My goodness.
You'll enjoy it. It was really good.
Was it?
Yes.
Alright. At least I can start from scratch, watching this, because I gave up on trying to go back and watch Game of Thrones from season 1. I tried. I was thrown in at the end of season 4. And I just went from the end of season 4 all the way to the end. And I'm just like, this show is amazing.
I think I might do that tonight.
It's a little confusing at times.
Season 1.
But I get it. I get it. I don't need to know what happened in season 1 through.
But it lays the foundation.
I was trying to avoid Game of Thrones.
You got to go back and watch the first.
No, I tried.
Season 1, episode 1. It lays the foundation.
I watched the first 2-3 episodes, and then after that, I said, "Yeah, I can't do this."
No. But to rewind, you mentioned Ironheart.
Oh yeah, Riri.
Riri.
Yeah.
Now this is one of the parts where I say it might have been a little bit overacting. Because I feel like she was trying too hard. That's my opinion. She was trying too hard. Like the comedy, I get it, but it was like, okay, dial it down a little bit. Dial it down a little bit, You
just old.
No, I'm not old. I watch a lot of movies. I have a lot to compare, So it's like, come on now, And then, the whole Ironheart, you keep throwing jabs, that's fine. But the whole Ironheart...
I ain't throwing no jabs. Yeah, you'll know.
Oh, okay. But the whole Ironheart suit, I felt some kind of way because, like I said, we already established this was well after Endgame. Even in Infinity War, Stark had nanotech. The first Black Panther, Shuri had nanotech. So, of course, Riri built her own little suit in her garage.
I
That's
don't
perfectly
think she
fine.
was thinking about no nanotech. Maybe eventually she'll probably get there, but
She won't.
I think she
won't. Because it would have happened. Like in her garage, the kind of like the Tony Stark in the cave situation, that's fine. I like that suit. You put your little suit, it can fly, bam. You get to Wakanda, you have all of that technology, and yet you build this bulky Hulkbuster looking.
Hulkbuster looking. It was an Iron Heart suit. Look, you know how many upgrades Tony Stark made to his suits over the years? I'm sure she would do the same. This is just the OG suit for her. Relax. Chill on her.
First off,
she's smarter than both of us.
Tony Stark changed with the times.
Okay.
With his first suit, he didn't have nanotechnology. Iron Man 2, he didn't have nanotechnology. Iron Man 3, he didn't have nanotech.
She's smart. She's at the school MIT.
Yes, and then she went to Wakanda and built her another suit.
Well, it was a step up from the one she had.
Man, it was a... Okay. It was a step... Okay.
We'll be here all day up. Trying to, you know...
That's my... I'm just relating to you the takeaways from the movie to me. I just think that the suit could have been better.
I think you just being a little overcritical.
No, I'm not.
Just a little bit.
No, I'm not.
Just a little bit. That's my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion, and so are you.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly. You know, Shuri can build a Black Panther suit. Hers was nanotechnology. Oh, you ain't got nothing to say about it?
She gonna get there.
Oh, okay.
She gonna get there.
Okay.
Maybe they didn't discuss that.
That was Shuri's first suit.
The suit planning. Maybe they
listen.
learned,
if I'm in Wakanda, if I'm making a shirt, a jacket, or something, hey, give me that. I want that nanotech right there. I want to be able to blink in my eye. You know, something.
I'm gonna need you talking to Mike.
I am talking in the mic.
Barely.
No, I am talking in the mic.
Sideways.
But I'm still talking in the mic.
Directly.
I am in the mic.
Barely.
You want to put my mouth on the mic?
No, please don't do that because I'm gonna have to spray it with Lysol.
Thank you.
And microban.
Oh, okay.
Keep your cooties.
I ain't got none. See, we getting beside the point. The point is, it could have happened. And then I like the creativity that Shuri did with the whole blue Predator suits.
That was nice. I like that.
You know.
But the fashion though in Wakanda.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was great. I'm just like, where can I get these outfits? I want their outfits. I want to be out here. Like,
Google it.
The shoes she had on when she got on the table to go to the ancestral plane, everyone was like, dang, what kind of shoes are those? They look like Adidas. Like some Yeezys style Adidas. But,
well, you know, they ain't Yeezys no more.
Well, they just flat out Adidas. Sorry, yeah. I don't even say it. Yeah, it don't even sound right coming out my mouth. Kanye. West. Sorry. But yeah, so we gonna take another break and come back to ya in a little bit. Wakanda Forever.
Wakanda Forever.
Do the salute. Alright. And we're back. Back like we never left.
Welcome back.
That was.
I mean, it's kind of like that.
It was unnecessary. No, I'm fine.
Okay. The treatment. You know, I thought this was a.
Well, thank you for coming on to my first episode of season 2 of the Delayed Understanding podcast with yours truly, Miss Shay, in the building.
Most definitely.
You can find me on IG at Delayed Understanding Podcast. And, you know, if you want to get down and personal with it, you can also follow me on Miss Shay 91 on IG. You know? Do you know?
We know.
I said cano.
Yeah.
All right.
Now,
where can they follow you at?
Follow me up. Instagram, King_Pace_. Also on Twitch, Paceman Spaceman. Holla at me.
All right.
All right.
It's been real.
It has been. Good
All right,
conversation.
we're gonna get out of here because I'm hungry and I want to eat some pizza and I got homework to do. Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
And we out.
We out.